Well, well, well. What a turn of events. Today is Monday, August 1st. I'm sitting at my motel room here in Medford, Oregon, where we bugged out of Happy Camp because of the China Evans fire and the McKinney fire, which at the time we left was getting big, but we had no idea just how big it would get. You gotta love small communities like Seiad. We got to Seiad and had our breakfast. Oh yeah, the breakfast in Seiad we'd been looking forward to for quite a while. But we'd also made reservations in a little community called Happy Camp, about 20 miles west of Seiad. So the challenge was, how do we get from Seiad to Happy Camp? We made our little Happy Camp sign for hitchhiking, and we sat in the heat. It had to have been 114 degrees. It was so hot, holding up our sign for every car that went by. Eventually, a young woman named Brittany pulled out of the RV park next to the Seiad market and said, "I'm going to Happy Camp. Would you like a ride?" "Yes, please." So Brittany loaded us up and dropped us off at the Forest Lodge in Happy Camp. Thanks, Brittany. You are now an official trail angel. But that also left us with the problem of getting back to Seiad, where the trail is, on Sunday when we would be leaving Happy Camp. And Brittany said, "I can come get you." Problem solved. Gotta love the locals. When we got into town, we were pretty hungry, and we always look for town food. The pizza place was highly recommended and just about the only place available for a sit-down meal. As we were sitting, I asked the waitress if there was a place in town that sold clothes. And she said, "No, we're too small for that." And then I proceeded to explain to her my situation. Now, spoiler alert for man, if you're squeamish at all, shut this off. The bra I was wearing, underwire, broke and is poking me where it's not nice. And I'm in need of a new bra. And the waitress said, "Just wait, let me see what the bra fairy has." The bra fairy? A half hour later, she walks in with a brand new sports bra that fits me perfectly. Who knew there was such a thing as a bra fairy in Happy Camp, California? When we heard about the fire Saturday morning, we weren't certain what to do. We talked to the people at the motel, and they said, "Yeah, it's bad. They aren't allowing hikers on the trail. They're asking hikers to leave the PCT." And we don't know what to do. I went over to the market to get something to eat. And as I was sitting having a bite, a woman came in and said she heard there were hikers that needed to get out. And I raised my hand. I said, "Yeah, there's two of us." She met us back at our motel where we were finishing our packing, along with two other hikers also at the same motel. We all piled into her Highlander and took off, probably around 10:30 or so in the morning. Her name was Nell, and she was the mother of a woman who waited on us the night before at the pizza place in town. As we're loading up in the car, the waitress from the pizza place walks by and says, "Oh, this is my mom, Nell. She's the bra fairy." So not only did I get rescued by the bra fairy, the bra fairy rescued us and evacuated us out of Happy Camp. As we're on our way to Ashland, by a circuitous route, first we had to go north and west. We went through Grants Pass and then came back down and around to Medford on the way to Ashland, where everybody is going and where the trail would continue. As we're driving, I was trying to find a room in Ashland. Now, there's a lot of hikers passing through and getting taken off the trail before Seiad, all the way down to Etna. That's going to be a lot of hikers. And there was nothing available under $200 a night. And I thought myself, well, we're going through Medford, let's check rooms in Medford, which is where we ended up, along with the other couple, Nikki and Daniel, our new best friends. We stayed 2 nights because we just can't figure out, we can't decide, do we go to Ashland and continue from there to Crater Lake as originally planned, along with the hundreds of other hikers in the smoke, in the heat, and be competing with all of them for campsites at night. We just couldn't decide. So here we are, a second night at the motel, and it looks like we may be going to Washington. We could rent a car and drive to Portland and then drop the car, take a bus to Cascade Locks. Last year, we met the lumberjack, Scott. Scott took us off the fire area near Quincy, drove us into town so we could get a room for the night and a town meal, and took us back out. Now we've kept in touch, and he's said all along, anything you need, I will do my best to help you. So right now, I'm waiting for a phone call to see if he's able to drive us to Portland like he said he would. We'll see what happens.